What's up, guys? Welcome. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. I set my intention to have fun with this video. To have fun, because if you're not happy and having fun in life, you're doing it wrong. And that's all you need to know. You're doing it wrong. And you got to rethink your strategy. But here I want to share everything that I've learned over the past year. So this should be the first and the last spiritual video that you ever have to watch. I'm not saying that it will be, but I'm saying I'm going to gather as much content and knowledge, at least the things that resonated with me throughout this video. Oh, I'm going to do my best. I didn't write anything down, so here we go. So you planned out this whole life, your whole life, you planned it out in the spiritual realm, whether you want to call that heaven, the universe, the sky, whatever, spiritual realm. You planned it out. You planned it. You picked your parents. You picked the place you were going to live. Everything. You picked everything. And you had a specific reason to come down here. Certain lessons that you wanted to learn through this incarnation. You chose them as well. And they're all tied to your life. Your purpose, your parents, everything. So, you were born. Hopefully you picked the right parents. A lot of us didn't. And you're going to go through those lessons. And in the beginning, you're just going to follow what everybody else is doing. And it seems to work out for you for a little bit, Just go to school, get good grades, fit in, just follow through on what everybody else is doing. And one day, you start questioning things. Or something just changes. Certain coincidences start happening in your life, whether that's numbers or certain books keep popping up, certain something with a certain theme involved. It's trying to share something with you. It's trying to remind you of why you came here. For example, mine was my birthday. Kept on seeing my birthday number everywhere. At first I just wrote it off as oh, I'm only noticing that number because it's my birthday. But after it just popped up in weird instances, 3 times in a row within 10 minutes, I was like, I gotta look at this number. And I did, and my whole life changed. And that's how life is. We think what you see is what you get here, and that's not it. It's not it. We have more control than you could possibly even imagine. Except we were never taught how much control we had, or even how to harness that control over our body or that power. And now we just think we're victims floating through life and everything is happening to us. You probably picked to go to school or a certain job because everybody thought that's what you should do. So you went along with what everybody thought you should do. And out of nowhere, it just stopped working. You're unhappy, fucking feeling depressed. You're treating yourself poorly, emotionally, physically. And you were like, wow, what happened? Everything was just great. And then it seemed like things just started falling apart. And then slowly but surely you start seeing these synchronicities show up. And you start questioning, what is going on? Am I going crazy? I literally feel like I'm going crazy. And then you share your experiences with others, with muggles, and they tell you, yeah, you're going crazy. You're just, you're reaching into something that ain't there. And if you're lucky enough, you don't believe them. You let that go. Because let me tell you something. There's 8 billion people on this planet. And if you asked each one of those 8 billion people what they thought of you, each one of them is going to have a different perception of you. So good luck on living up to that. The easy thing is just living up to your own expectation. What makes you feel good? How do you want to carry yourself? How do you see yourself communicating with others, going through life? Because one thing we weren't taught was our natural state of being is love and bliss. That's where we came from. And if you look at a child, a healthy child that was a vaginal birth and great parents, you'd see that all that kid had was love. And then eventually society gets to them, starts downloading these programs of hate, fear, and whatever other low vibrational frequencies out there. And then we start thinking something's wrong with us because we're different than the others, you know? And sometimes you wish, like, man, I wish I can just go back to being asleep, not knowing what I know. And there's no going back to sleep. Now you're on a healing journey. It's time to heal. And the universe is going to set a little time aside for you to do that. And while this is happening, you're going to feel like your life's falling apart because the universe is clearing space for you, but it doesn't seem that way. It seems like everything in your life is just getting taken away from you unwillingly. You can't see through just can't see through the picture. So the universe is clearing some space for you, giving you your time to do your healing, because we lived a traumatic life. Most of us that are going through this spiritual journey had picked a pretty difficult life. And depending on where you're at in life, as far as age, is dependent on how much of that you already experienced. Like I myself is 33 years old. I started going through this awakening when I was like 31. I just started a year and a half, and so much has changed. And that's why I'd like to share this video with everybody, because it's going to feel like these things, like your whole life's falling apart. But I'm here to tell you that it's not. And just your best bet is to learn to let go and accept that everything is happening for you, for your highest good. And you have something great that you came here to do that's going to feel amazing when you get to doing it. And you might not know what that is, and you might not think that, you know, you're capable of. But you are. You definitely are. And that's what this journey is about. Learning who you truly are and what you came here to express. And just know that you're creating every second of your life. And you're creating that through your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. Combination of all of them. And we're all vibrating at a certain frequency, depending on our thoughts and emotions. And the higher that you're vibrating, the more in alignment that you're going to be on your life path. And at first, with all this going on around you, everything falling apart, things getting pulled away from you, losing jobs, losing friends, losing girlfriend, losing everything, you're going to be at a low vibration because your thoughts are, why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why me, why me, why me? But you gotta do your best to pull your ass out of that shit. You have to pull yourself out of that. And know, accept, and be grateful that this is all happening for you. Understand that you built a life on a very flimsy foundation that was based off of everybody else's expectations, everybody else's beliefs, and you just decided to just take ownership of them like they were yours, not knowing how that affected your life. So it's all about letting that go. And while you're letting that go, you're letting go certain people that still carry that belief that doesn't serve your highest good. And the sad thing is, and I'm here to tell you this, it doesn't matter if that's a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, an aunt, an uncle, a friend, a girlfriend, it doesn't matter. If they are not a vibrational match for you, they are going to fall away. And just be one with it. Accept it. It's beautiful. Be grateful. Because you don't know what the universe is lining up for you. Especially if you're in the beginning of your awakening, you couldn't even imagine, because your mind is so preoccupied with all your fear-based beliefs, that you can't stop to think for a second that something good is going to come of this. So you're controlling your whole reality by your vibration. You're in complete control of your vibration. You just don't know it. You're so used to being dependent on your outer reality to confirm your inner reality. Meaning, once I get this job or once I get this pay raise, I will be happy. Meaning, I have to wait until my outer reality changes for my inner reality to be in alignment with how I want to feel. Not knowing I'm in complete control of this, and I can go within at any moment, raise my vibration to the state of being that I want to experience, and carry myself in that way. So everything that I am experiencing and attracting is going to be of high vibration, or at least a vibrational match to where I'm at. So, knowing all this, and you could watch 30 different videos and still be living the same life. Not take any of the advice that you're getting and apply it to your life. It happened to me in the beginning. I would watch all this content and I would get all this knowledge, but I was applying very little to my life. And all that has to do with it not trusting. We don't trust. If we don't see it, if it's not manifested in front of our eyes, we don't trust it. And that's what this game's all about. That's what you came to planet Earth to do. That was like one of the agreements, is to trust and have faith that you are supported. You are supported. I mean, look at around us. We are connected to this planet. You see the trees in the ground? You see the ferns going off the ground? They are all connected as well. They are supported as well. They know, without a doubt in their mind, everything that they need is going to be provided for them. And all they have to do is just be, to grow. That's it. What makes you think we're any different? Think about that. What makes you think? We are connected to this planet. We are connected to everything on this planet. Why would a tree be supported but we're not supported? It makes no sense. That's like going against the laws. So just know you are supported, and the only thing that is contradicting that is your belief. And you have to remove the belief and trust that you are supported. And once you do, you're living a dream. Like, I did it. It was difficult, you know. I had quit my job like 3 times during this awakening. And then eventually I was just like, when's it end? I'm just going to keep on doing it. And I just said, fuck it. I'm a trust. And I took that leap of faith, you know, when everything fell away from me. And all I had was this apartment and sorry-ass life in Illinois. I packed my car up and I left. And that was part of my path. I trusted. And I've been supported every step of the way. Has it gone exactly to plan? No. But, I mean, how fun would that be if you knew everything that was going to happen? Like you say, it's going to happen. It happens. In a sense, we do have that much power, but not the way we would like it. So, no, not everything has happened in order of my expectation. And that all that tells me is quit holding expectations. My new outlook on life is attached to nothing but open to everything. Like, I'm no longer looking for a certain experience, like a certain career, a certain house, a certain car. Don't get me wrong, those things are nice, but I am chasing a state of being. A state of being. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel blissful. I want to feel happy, excited, to take on the day, you know, like that childlike essence we used to have, where we would wake up on a Saturday morning knowing there was no school, cartoons, cereal, and then going to play, maybe a sleepover. Remember that mindset we had when we were children, and then that shit was just snatched from us? That's what we're trying to regain. You're trying to regain your childlike essence, your adventurous mentality, where, like, I mean, imagine having the mentality of a child at the age of 33 with the resources of a 33-year-old, you know? Like, so if you wanted to travel, you wanted to go somewhere, you're just going. You're like, oh, I want to check that out. I mean, you couldn't keep me in the house. And that's what we're trying to regain, you know? And it's important to just look for that state of being instead of a certain experience, because when you hold expectations of you being a certain place at a certain time or having a certain thing at a certain time, you hold that expectation. If that doesn't happen, then that lowers your vibration. You set yourself up for a hit. So it's important just to let go and be like, this is how I want to feel, and however you want to bring that into my outer reality as a vibrational match, something that is unique for me, that feels good to me, I am open and available. That's it. And if you continue to just have an open mind, the universe knows more. The universe knows where you need to be, where you want to be, knows everything. And we might think we want to be somewhere, and that place might be cool, but the universe might have something even better, and we're just writing it off because we're setting guidelines and expectations. So my advice to you is just find out how you want to feel, how you want to carry yourself, how do you see yourself going through life, and work on manifesting that in your life. We all have a lot of healing to do. A lot has been occurring for me, especially in this past month with all this solar energy going on. But that's another thing that I didn't understand in the beginning of my awakening, that I wasn't necessarily open to. But we are connected to the cosmos, no doubt. So everything that goes on a universal level affects us. You know, solar flares, you know, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, we're connected to that. And I mean, think about it. The planet is 73, 77% water. And look what the moon does to the tides. We are 70% water. What does the moon do to us? And you could use that in your favor. So just know that you're on your path. If you're watching this video, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Life is a trickster. It makes you think that all your answers are out here because this is where you see everything. But the real answers are in here. And you got to go within to find them. You have every answer that you'll ever need through this life. And it's in your heart. Even if you haven't even experienced it yet, it's there, it's programmed in there. And if you just connect, and it's time for you to know that, your higher self is going to reveal it to you. So just know, none of your answers are going to come from your outer reality. They're going to come from within. And then your outer reality is going to confirm that answer to let you know that it is in alignment and that you should go with it. So it's very important to just stay grounded and notice everything that's going on around you as much as you can, because the universe talks to us every step of the way. Every step of the way. And just learn to trust yourself and have faith that you are supported, and this journey is just going to unfold for you. It's unfolding. You're in alignment. You're watching this video, you're in alignment. You're making all the right decisions, except it feels like you're not, and it feels like you're behind. But just accept that for what it is. Ooh, just accept that for what it is. That's something that's going to be going on in the background almost all the time. But you have to know that that's just there, and to be present with it. It's fine. It's always going to feel like there's something that you should be doing as far as like moving forward, or that you're just not moving fast enough. But that is the energy that is truly keeping your momentum. And that's what that is. And we need to understand and accept that that's going to be there. That has nothing to do with you not being in alignment at all. It's just telling you, you know, it's keeping you going like, okay, you know what am I looking for, you know? And just don't hold any expectations. Like, I started making these videos and I held an expectation to them. And it didn't happen, and it discouraged me, and I kind of fell away from it. But I realized that, you know, good things take time, and patience is key. Got to be patient. Patience, faith, and forgiveness. You know, because you're going to constantly need to be open to forgiving yourself, because you're going to mess up, or at least it's going to feel like you mess up, and you just be forgiven. And then all the unconscious people that are around you, oh, you're going to be forgiving them all day. But just realize that you were in their shoes at one time, that they have their own timeline that has nothing to do with you. And if any one of them projects any type of hate or any type of anything onto you, just know it has nothing to do with you. And that is a reflection of their inner reality. And that is it. The only thing that you need to question is if it affected you. If what that person said affected you in a way where you felt your state of being lower, then you would have to ask, what belief do I have that I am not conscious of that allows me to believe what that person said? And ask to heal that and let it go, because it no longer serves you. These things come up because it's part of that process. Everything's coming to the surface right now because we need to be healed. We need to be pure crystalline beings, just a pure channel for the divine. And that's what we came here for. So right now, it's all healing, and it's a difficult journey. And we're in it together. And if you're going through it, you could express yourself through these videos as well. I support you, you know. I mean, even if it's not your purpose, but it just feels right, do it, because this journey is fucking lonely, and the chances are is you don't have too many like-minded individuals around you right now, so you really have no outlet. And that's pretty much what I use this platform for, as an outlet of expression, because, you know, us humans, us spiritual beings, we just want to express ourselves by any means. You know, and that's why it's important to learn how to listen, because a lot of us just wait to talk, and a lot of the help that we came here to perform is pretty much holding that space for that person that's going through it. They just want to be listened to. They just want to be heard, you know, and it's really difficult to be heard in a place this loud. So next time someone, you know, just starts spewing their life circumstances to you, just know that's what you came here for. To be that shoulder, you know. You know, you probably always wonder, like, why is it everybody just wants to come up to me and just tell me their problems? Isn't that convenient? Isn't that odd? Everybody, just random strangers, just come up to you and just tell you their problems. That's not a coincidence. You are a healer, and you came here to heal. And the moment that you stay open to that, the more the universe, your outer reality, is going to confirm that this is true. So I support you in your journey. I myself am going through it, and it's difficult, but I know I'm an older soul. I feel it, because some of the things I know, there's no reason for me to know. Like, for example, like that feeling of always being late or not moving forward fast enough. Something tells me, like, that fucking feeling sucks. But, like, my higher self chimed in and told me that's supposed to be there. That's what keeps your momentum. So just be one with it. It's fine. And there's some things we just have to deal with. But it's going to get really good, guys, really soon. Hang in there. And if you keep on having some type of idea and it keeps on popping up, something creative or something, you need to look into it and trust yourself. Trust yourself. That's what we came here to do. Trust and go with the flow. No expectations. And that's pretty much everything that I think that would benefit you through the beginning of your awakening. If I would have known some of this stuff, probably would have saved myself a lot of bullshit. But then again, it's important that we go through it, because there's nothing teaches you better than hands-on experience, you know? And that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this type of content, or sorry for the long video, but you know, that's another belief is, oh, they're not going to watch a 10-minute or a 30-minute video. Well, maybe they don't need to hear that, but the person that actually needs to hear this video is going to be open to a 30-minute video. So that's all good. That's just a poor belief. Either way, I hope everybody a beautiful journey with many blessings and many lessons. Have a blessed day.